Last time I saw this man, he was stepping off the practice field in Munich, and he is now back on the Rich Eisen Show. One of our favorites, All-Pro wide receiver, DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line. How you doing, DK?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Rich?
Well, I'm doing fine. I just hung up the phone with Buda Baker, and out of respect to him, I did not tell him I was going to speak to you later on, DK.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that.
I mean, hey, I'm just trying to be respectful of all parties and all guests on my program.
Right.
How are you? How you been?
Man, everything's been good. It's good to be back on the winning side. Everything off the field is going good. On the field is going good. So, I mean, life is great right now.
All right, we'll get to the off the field in a second. On the field, did I see you? Did you wave for Jalen Ramsey to come travel with you last week? Did I see that on the field?
Yes, sir. You saw it.
Walk me through that one, DK. Walk me through that one.
I know in the past years I would line up on his side and then motion away.
Yes.
So I just tried to give him a heads up, like, hey, I'm going over here in case you wanted to come over here and join me. I wanted him to follow me the whole game.
Right. And
Yes,
how
sir.
did he take that wave? How did he take that?
He threw his hands. I'm like, oh, you traveling again? You motioning away again? But I really didn't care. Just as long as he knew how I was feeling.
Did he laugh at that at some point, or no? Not really. He didn't take that.
No, I don't think he laughed. I don't think he took that as a joke.
Was that a planned thing, or you just like that just came out of you? Just like, hey, come on.
That was just in the moment. Like,
I love it.
I heard the play and I knew I was gonna motion away, so I knew as soon as Geno sent me in motion, that's how I felt. Like, come on, I'm on your ass all day. That's basically how I felt.
That is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that the first time you've ever done that? How about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Walk me through the game winner too. The game winner for you last week.
Yes, sir.
What happened? If you don't mind.
Geno, Shane, the O-line, everybody that was in that drive up got us down to the 8-yard line, and that was well executed, on Shane's part, on everybody else's part, that was in on offense. I know Marquise and Tyler caught big passes to get down there. The O-line was blocking their ass off. And so Shane called a boot, and he gave me outside leverage, so I just took the inside route, fought him off a little bit, and then just threw my hand up because I wanted the ball.
And touchdown. And obviously that's a dub that you needed. What's your relationship? Well, I know what your relationship is, so let me rephrase that. You and Geno, and how you've been able to connect this year. It's not obviously your first rodeo. He's been on the team, but this is a big year for him. And
Right.
He's been big this year.
Yes,
what have you seen from him and you?
I mean, I've seen everything translate from the practice field to the game field, and to how he lives his life. He looks at this as a second opportunity, to write his own story, and he's doing it, exceptionally well with, everybody supporting him around, the building, from coaches to staff members to players. And it's just been fun to watch because I know my rookie year, he got here at the same time I did, and just to see, the growth that he's had, learning from Russ, learning from Shotty, learning from Shane and everybody else, and then just adding his own spice, to the game, and, how he carried himself has just been fun to watch.
Have you been in contact with Russ at all lately?
Oh, yes, sir. I talked to him Tuesday.
Okay. And how often do you connect with your old quarterback, DK?
I talk to him at least once a week.
Once a week. What's,
Yes, sir.
if you don't mind me prying, the nature of the conversation? What do you guys talk about?
I mean, it's pretty much just checking in with each other, making sure, both of us are doing fine mentally. And he just tells me once a week, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You're already special. And me basically just saying the same thing to him is he's already validated. He's already won, a plethora of games, and he's already, won a Super Bowl, already been All-Pro. So he doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. Just go out there and be Russ. So we just try to reiterate that to each other once a week.
I got to be honest with you, DK. I always am. The knives are out for him. I mean, the criticism his way, and I understand there's one can criticize what you see on film, all 22 X's and O's, but somebody's got the knives out for him, saying that half his birthday party is empty, and people aren't coming, and and his defensive one of his defensive teammates appear to be barking at him. What do you think is happening? Do you guys talk about that? What do you think is happening?
I try to stay away from all the negativity, surrounding him, because I don't know him for being a negative person or being, in any negative light. He's been a very inspirational person to me and been a big brother to me and took me under his wing. So I have number of respect, for him. And, I know he's going to turn it around. So I'm not even going to speak negativity into the situation or anything, negative surrounding him, because I know what type of person he is and what type of quarterback he is, and he's going to overcome it, and adversity never lasts long around him. So I'm looking forward for him to turn it around.
What was it like seeing Bobby Wagner last week too? But DK, what was that like?
That was good. That was a fun game because we start barking at each other a little bit during the third quarter and turn the game up a little bit. But that was a fun game just to play against Bobby and be on the other side of it, except for, just in practice. Yeah,
you didn't wave for him to come along, did you? I didn't see that.
No, I went waving for him to come over, but we had a couple run plays where I had to go block him, and I tried to let him know I was there a little bit.
Okay. How do you take that?
He didn't say nothing to me. I turned my back and ran away, trying to help spring the running back for a few more yards.
Oh, my gosh. All right, DK, I got to bring this up since we haven't spoken. The cart, the cart, what I'm talking about, the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cart.
Yeah. What happened? Did you go up to the cart and ask for a ride to take care of your business, or what happened? What happened?
I would never ask for a ride to the locker room, but
okay. What happened?
People never ask for money too, but when you present it to me, I'm not gonna say no to it. So I came off the field.
Yeah.
I come off the field like 3 plays before that.
Yes.
And I told my coach, like, hey, I got to take a number 2. Like, it's not looking good. And then we got a first down and got closer to the red zone. So I was like, you know what, I'll hold it. So we end up scoring, and I come back to the sideline, and the trainer and the head trainer and the head equipment guy was like, hey, there's a cart down there ready to take you into the locker room to go to the bathroom, because we're playing in Detroit, and it is a hike from the locker room to the field, and plus we were on the other side. So I was like, you know what, you can't miss an opportunity like this. So, up the tunnel I went, and the rest is history. Just know I left my mark in Detroit.
DK, you gave a scare to everybody who loves you and roots for you. I mean, seeing you carted, we're like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then what a relief, to use another analogy, as well. I mean, did you have people after the game saying, what the hell did you do that for? Just walk next time.
Everybody after the game was like, bro, don't scare us like that. I'm like, I wasn't worried, so y'all shouldn't be worried. But I watched the video, and I wasn't smiling on the way to the locker room, so that's probably why everybody was a little worried.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the tweet. You're like, that clinch walk wouldn't have made it. That's what you tweeted out.
And we were wearing white that game, so it definitely would have shown. DK
Metcalf, keeping it real as he always does here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk a little off the field. Last time we spoke, we were talking about acting. I don't know, have you been able to advance anything on that front at all for you?
Yes, sir. I'm still taking acting classes. I got an acting practice tonight after practice. And just waiting until the off season hits so I can, get back on the ground running and see if I can land a few more roles, this off season. But,
I love that.
Something's definitely in the works for sure.
I love that. So what does an acting class look like? Are you taking with others? Is it a private lesson? I mean, is just DK Metcalf strolls into an acting class in Seattle, in the greater Seattle area?
It's me and my coach on Zoom. Is one-on-one, and she basically sends me a script, and I have to read through it and build out a character and build out his backstory, and just basically ends up to a big last scene that I have to read with, emotions going high, low, from anger to happiness to him finding himself. So, I mean, it's a lot of working through emotions and trying to find, the right tone to use. And it's been fun because, I like research and I like building things out from scratch. So,
sure.
It's been just a fun thing outside of football, just to keep me busy and just to keep working to improve on.
I love it. That's great. So you do Zooms and then you'll take care of against Carolina. So you've been on playoff teams before, and you've got a huge Thursday nighter just after this one as well against San Francisco, where you can take a nice step towards winning this division. And I'm sure you've seen that they're on their third string quarterback. How has that landed in your locker room? I know you take it one at a time, but that one's right around the corner for you, DK.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like you said, man, we haven't looked too far past the Carolina Panthers because they have a very good defense, and they're a team that plays real hard. So we're not looking past them. But, if we can talk Monday after the Thursday night game, I got you. I mean, after the Sunday game. But for sure, I haven't paid in too much attention to the 49ers yet.
Okay, DK Metcalf. Well, I always appreciate you taking the time, staying after, practice to chat with the program. It was great to see you in Munich. How great was that environment? That game.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. It was real fun. The fans were into it the whole game, singing. They had me singing on the field, so it was just a fun environment, and it was my first time out the country, so yeah, it was a good experience for me.
Yeah, well, DK Metcalf, always a great experience for us when you're on the program. Thanks again, and look for more of my calls. I always appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
Right back at you, DK Metcalf, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Always fun. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.